Welcome to Nairobi.
Welcome back to Nairobi.
Welcome back to Nairobi.
Yeah,
that's what I
absolutely.
should say. Welcome back to Nairobi. You've been here since what, Tuesday?
Been here, yeah, since the 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's you know, you've been here for a few days.
Not long enough.
Yeah?
Nah.
Oh, not long enough?
No.
Maybe you could stay after your
love
gig,
to.
right?
I
Like,
would
and
love
just
to.
enjoy the country. There's so
Yeah.
much more to see.
Absolutely.
What have you been getting up to so far?
A lot of radio, a lot of press.
Oh, okay.
And just meeting the people who brought me out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to the park, I saw.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
saw the lion, the lion cubs.
Yes.
I saw the male lion as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man, there's so much more. They need to take you out there to do other things.
Oh,
than
absolutely.
Just the Mara,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
the Mara, but just, you know, the park here in the city, which is pretty cool to
Yeah.
have a park within the capital.
Yeah, it is. It's
Right?
pretty dope.
Yeah. So this is your second time now back in Nairobi.
Yes,
Is it second?
second
Yeah.
time.
And let me tell you how you do understand that you've sold more than 50 million records. If I were you, I would not be as humble. I would be like, I'd just be walking through the studio, like looking at people badly, get out of my way.
You wouldn't do that.
So you remember we met when you came back, when you came to Nairobi the first time?
Absolutely, in the radio station.
Yes, at the
Yeah.
radio station. You were just about to leave.
Yeah.
How do you even remember that? I mean, there's so many people you must have met throughout your
Probably
career.
part elephant or something, you know,
Yeah.
just something in there. I don't know, you just remember good people and good times. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Good vibes. I don't know if you guys
Good vibes,
got to that.
good
That's
vibes.
the bit we're cutting for the promo. For
Yeah.
the promo of the show. But Kenya is a wonderful country and we're happy to have you back.
Thank
We're very
you,
happy
thank
to
you.
have you back.
It's good to be back.
You're known for your fedora hats, which is really cool because when I walked in, I was like, man, I love this
Oh,
hat.
Thank you. This old
Did-
thing.
It's very classy. Did that happen by chance or were you always just into hats?
You know, it started out with the trucker hat when I did Po Folks with Nappy Roots back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with that trucker hat and I wore that probably 4 years straight.
Yeah.
Smelly and all, but I loved it.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I started going into smaller fedoras and then it graduated
Yeah.
to this big old, you know.
Yeah. And it's
Cadillac.
become now your style. It's become your style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can express myself a little deeper with my hats.
Now, before we even get into music, I know you're a dad,
Yeah.
6 kids.
6 sons, yeah.
6 sons. Oof.
Yeah.
How's that
6.
like, dude?
It's loud at times.
Yeah.
You know, a house, some of the snacks are gone.
All the time. How old is the oldest?
The oldest is about to be 33.
Okay, so he's at the house.
Yeah, he's
like
out
a-
of the house. My
yeah.
31-year-old, he's out of the house, living
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah.
My 25-year-old, he's living in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then the twins, and they're about to be 12, and
Yeah.
the baby boy just turned 10.
Yeah.
So they're home.
Are you having conversations about race?
Oh, I'm definitely.
Because
Yeah, I'm
they're
real black
men
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah. Yeah, I speak to him about it when the George Floyd thing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up front and honest and open with them. You know,
Yeah.
I want them to know, like, you know, don't live in this world thinking that it's not, you know, it's not racism. There's
Yeah.
not racism.
Because
People don't look at you as a threat, or they may not like you. They may
Yeah.
not value you, but you got to value yourself, and you got to walk a certain way. Represent your family and yourself
Yeah.
and your God.
Based off the color of your skin,
Absolutely.
you are going to be judged harshly.
Yeah.
Now, for people who live in Africa, they don't, you know, they don't necessarily experience that on a day-to-day, but I understand that, you know, it's a reality for you if you live
Yeah.
in the Western world. Every day you go to the supermarket, you're walking on the road, and you see it. How do you? I mean, you know, as an R&B artist, and I know you don't like being boxed,
Just
right?
whatever.
A musician, as a
Yeah.
musician, do
Either
you
or.
feel the need to then talk about this through your art form?
Yes, yeah. When you have a platform as big as mine and as many people who need answers or who just need just comfort, you want to give them something
Yeah.
to inspire them and just, you know, ease the pain sometimes, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's painful.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, y'all still doing that? Y'all still looking at us like y'all don't like us?
Right.
But you steal everything from us?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
we need the music.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere. Someone said that it's 2022. We should stop saying the first black this. Like that shouldn't be something that we're hearing or seeing anymore, because we've moved past it, man.
Past it.
Yeah, and I'm glad that now the world is seeing not only the beauty of black people, but the beauty of Africa and the arts and music and fashion and culture. It's now being celebrated, and people are now adapting it in their art from different parts of the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah? Have you had a chance to listen to some Kenyan jams, some Afro beats, maybe Tanzanian jams?
I've been on Afro beats for some years, but I knew it was going to take off. You know, and I think listening to Drake, I can hear some influence in there.
Yes.
And then when Tim's and Wizkid and all these people started coming, I was like, oh yeah, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's coming, and it's coming heavy.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty big.
I hope it just take off for real.
Yeah. Who are you listening to? Who is this that you love so much?
Wow. You know, there's so many new voices and new artists coming out every day. There's one by the name of Jay Hines, who actually I just signed. I'm really into his music, and so my label, my music box.
Yes.
So I'm really into him. You know, like what the mainstream is playing all the time.
Yeah.
And then I try to find someone I've never heard before. Like my little kids, they be on it.
They do.
Like, Dad, yo, check this out.
Yeah.
I said, you capping. They was like, that's not how you use it. But I like to do that, you know, just to mess with them.
Because the language has changed.
Like, you old, man. What you talking about? You capping. I said, what? But yeah, I listen to a lot of different music.
Yeah, because people have been saying that R&B is dead. I know you've been seeing it online. I know you've seen it somewhere. I know you have.
I mean,
is it changing? Is it that we, as the 90s kids, have refused to adapt to how, you know, the new age of R&B sounds like? Because it's
a new generation that's coming up, and they're doing it their own way, and that's cool. I get a lot of features with the new cats, so I'm in both worlds, especially the rappers. But R&B's still around. You got her.
Yes.
Her, she's definitely doing R&B.
Yes, she is.
I think Jasmine Sullivan does it.
Definitely.
Great job. SZA.
Summer Walker.
Yeah, they're still
Khalid,
they're still doing R&B.
Yeah, there's still some guys.
But then you got me, and you got Tank, and you got Joe.
Yeah.
And you know,
a number of other people as well.
Yeah, a number of other people that are still doing it just to the gut.
Yes, they are. And people are loving that you're still around doing that. You know what I mean? Instead of like having to go back and do like the business side of music. Now, before we even get to the business side of music, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when you started out as a barber before you got into music, right?
Oh, I'm still good.
You still are? You shave yourself?
For the little nappy head boys I got to keep that thing cut.
What? Do you shave some of your team members?
Yeah,
sometimes?
if they need it.
Yeah? Do they need it sometimes?
Oh, yeah, they need it sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you're like, sit down. You're making me look bad.
Well, come on, let me freshen you up. Even me, like, even this scraggle.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just he don't care, but I take time to make sure it's scraggled right.
Oh, so it's like messy, but it's like organized messy.
It's organized confusion.
You said that it had impacted how you viewed music or created this atmosphere for you to get into music. How was that?
Say that again.
You said that it created being in the barbershop, there was a way that created an atmosphere for you to want to get into music.
Absolutely.
How so?
Because you see so much. Everything comes through the barbershop. Conversations about family, what's happening in the streets.
Yeah.
Just life. It's in that barbershop. You're going to hear about it. And it's give you inspiration to sing. Music is always played in the barbershop, so you're falling in love with the new song, new artist, and it's just inspire you to get in there and do it. Yeah. To want to be a part of that sound that you hear.
Yeah, on the radio every time that you're at TWAC.
Yeah, I'll say I'm gonna be right after that song. I'm gonna play after that.
Yeah. Were you telling people at the barbershop? You were like, one day I'm gonna be a star. You guys.
Yeah. I was singing every single song that came on while I'm cutting your hair, or if I'm putting a perm. I did men and women. So.
Oh, you did both men and women.
Yeah, I was a barber stylist. Yeah.
Look at you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I had your perm. I had your edges right.
Yeah. you know about the edges. Yeah, you know how to lay the edges.
I have, but look, they did yours good.
Yeah, they did.
Well, I had a baby hair coming around.
Yes, they do that. It's like it's a new thing. It comes all the way up until the forehead. Thank you very much, Anthony. Really now, your family is also into music.
Yeah.
Right. So who did what?
Well, my dad was a singer. I used to hear him singing. You know, even though we didn't spend a lot of time together when we were younger, because he was, I mean, he was still fairly young.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out. I do remember those special moments when I heard him singing.
Nice.
When he's picking me up and taking me to school or whatever. But, you know, my uncles, they used to be in a gospel group.
Yeah.
And then I just met some unfortunate funeral, but I met some of my singing cousins back down south.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was like, whoa. And actually, that part of my family is related to Casey and JoJo. So, and I think of Fantasia as well. But I know Casey and JoJo are my cousins.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Look at you.
Yeah, there's some singing people in my family.
That's a huge. I wonder how your barbecues were like your family gatherings. Like everyone must have been like just busting out singing.
Or drunk.
But drunk singing is the best, though.
Throwing chicken bones. Yeah, nah.
It's the best.
But going to the store, I used to have to go to the store. I was a store runner for
Yeah.
my grandmother and my mom. So there'd be these guys sitting around drinking their wine, but they would be singing.
Yeah.
And I would stop and listen to them every single time.
Yeah, that raw talent.
You just can't, you can't beat it.
Were they playing the harmonica or no?
I've heard that. Oh,
Of
yeah,
course they were,
absolutely.
yeah. Now you were to start off playing, singing gospel, because you mentioned that you had some uncles who were singing gospel music.
Yeah.
And then you didn't, and you told Vogue it was because you didn't want to do gospel music, you wanted to be.
Yeah.
You wanted to be famous.
I wanted to just be who I felt I was inside and who I knew God had created me to be. I was supposed to be this Anthony Hamilton, who can still sing gospel. I have songs with Shirley Caesar. I have songs with John P. Key and all these other gospel singers. But I'm standing in my own truth. And when God is ready for me to shift, then He'll put me where He needs me to be.
Yeah. Or you will go through something
Yeah.
that you will need to sing about because it touches people. I was going through, I was looking through what song was it? I think it was "Pray for Me," and I was reading through the comments. I don't know if you or maybe I bet members of your team go through the comments to read what people say. Do you see what they say?
Yeah, a lot of
I
times.
wanted to read some of the things that people say. Where's my phone? I don't know. I threw my phone, but I had, some of the messages were people just opening up and telling you how they were going through depression at this time, and they were just going through divorce at this time, and they had just lost their kid at this time, and this song got them through that very difficult moment. When you read those comments, what goes through your mind?
Just continue to do it, continue to heal and be there for people, continue to create music and a place for them to come and heal and to be rebuilt. It's humbling. That's how you keep yourself humble.
Yeah.
When you connect to somebody else's appreciation for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself humbled in general, though? Like I said, I mean, being, a huge global stars yourself, you have to at some point just, come on, man, Anthony, you must feel like,
I mean,
man,
you feel
am
good.
I am
You feel
pretty
good,
awesome.
and I get a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I give a lot too, so I keep myself balanced. Because when I go home, that superstar stuff, the kids don't care. They want grits. They want eggs in the morning.
And cereal.
They want cereal. They want pancakes, and they want to go to the store.
Yeah.
So
and
that
want
keeps
money.
me balanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get some Robux? Can I play Fortnite? Whatever.
Right? Yeah.
So yeah, my life is balanced, and I have the same friends who I've had all just for 30 plus years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. So people keep you humble. You stay around people that are
Yeah.
rooted in the right soil.
Yeah, and they know you as a pastor, not you just the musician.
Absolutely.
Now, when you go through your catalog, I don't know if you listen to some of your albums. When's the last time you listened to any of the jams from XTC?
Man, they were playing some stuff while I was here.
Yeah?
Like, how did he get that?
Yeah.
They played Nobody Else, the DJs that night. And I
It's
was
a big
blown
record.
away. They played some stuff on some demos that I don't even have.
Oh, so you were like, you need to give me that.
Where'd you get that? Me and my manager were blown away. It's like, it's crazy how people can get stuff.
Yeah, it's wild. So
Yeah.
there was XTC, this is 1996, and then of course the extended discography just grew. Then you had Coming From Where I'm From, and then you had Soul Life, Ain't Nobody Worrying, The Point of It All, and you just went Back to Love.
Southern Comfort, Back to Love.
Back to Love was one of my favorite ones. And I don't know if it was because you just had the twins at the time. It was right. It was right around the time you just had your twins, and then you came back and you gave us that body of work.
Yeah.
Was that the inspiration behind it? Was there?
I think trying to to grow up and mature as a man. At that moment, I was a husband, and just trying to speak about the right things. Hopefully, you know, they will help change who I was and help me grow, writing from that place. So it did inspire me.
Yeah. I know this is one of the hardest questions for you to answer as a musician, but then is there a jam that you loved so much because of what it means to you, what you were going through when you were writing it, when you were recording it?
There's a lot of them.
I knew it can't just be one.
Yeah, nah,
Top three?
No. Top three, coming from where I'm from, just at that moment I was just kind of upset and heartbroken by being in the industry, being signed to these labels for over 10 years. And the world hadn't heard me yet. And so that was my once upon a time. And here I am, I'm writing my story, and somebody's going to hear it. That song, I think I'm a Mess, coming through a bad breakup. I sung that at 4 a.m. Upstate New York.
Yeah, can you imagine how stressed you are if you had to wake up at that time to write that song?
Absolutely. Well, we went to the studio, and that's the hour. Maybe we went up about 12. So about 4 a.m. I was welling off. Is that why you said that you got some of your best hits from heartbreaks? Yeah, unfortunately. You see what it did to Mary J. Blige. Like,
did you see what it did to Adele?
Adele and
what?
Man, yeah, you get groceries from
Taylor Swift. Right?
Everybody loves a little achy breaky heart song.
Yes. And I think it's because people relate to it a lot.
Absolutely.
A lot. Here in Kenya, we talk about character development, which is when men just develop your character. Well, even women too, but mostly we just talk about men.
Absolutely, because y'all, see, here's the thing. It's always the man's fault.
It's always the man's fault, Anthony. It's always the man's fault.
Not true.
It is so true.
Not true.
We believe it.
I guess you do.
Yes, we do. You were talking about labels right now. You've been signed to 6 of them. 6 of them. And I have to quote you. You said not all record labels are bad, but some don't nurture new talent, right? And then you went on to add, when I got into the music business, I just wanted to sing. But when I got into it, I realized there was more business than music, and I had to learn business. Least I end up broke.
Yeah. Because it's about numbers. It's about moving units and moving product and numbers. And these companies, they're in it for money. They're in it because it's lucrative. And they want to, if you're not selling, you're not creating a revenue stream for them. You need to be doing that, and you have to find ways to get your music out to the world when they're not doing it, and you have to be a product that someone wants. If not, they'll shelf you. And you end up broke. And if you don't know publishing, if you don't know your rights as an artist, what belongs to you, what to ask for, you end up broke because they're not going to give it to you.
Yeah, that's very true. I was seeing a lot of people, I don't know if you saw this, Beyonce just released a Renaissance album, and Khalees was complaining, saying that, they said that they sampled her song and she was upset. But then if you go and check the publishing, you see that Pharrell wrote the song with someone else whose name I've just forgotten. They were together in the Neptunes. But those are some of the things that people don't understand what they're getting in. They're getting in when they're 17, 18, 19. You don't know how to read through contracts at the time. You don't have a lawyer on retainer. You don't know. You're just like trying to get on stage. You're trying to get your name out there. That's what you're focusing on at the time. Do you feel like that takes away from the music?
It can, if you stay there. If you continue to stay in that space and you're bitter and you feel like, I'm getting used, then you're not going to put out your best work. You'll start to resent your team and the people who put you in that position. So it's best to get in a better situation or negotiate, especially after you're successful. People then was like, well, all right, we see potential in you.
Let's hear what you have to say.
Maybe we'll give you $2 more.
Maybe one more. Maybe one more.
We'll give you $half more.
It's true. And I think it really breaks a lot of people's hearts. Of people's hearts when you hear about how much money they made versus the kind of work that they had done. They were touring the world and they had no money. You know what I mean?
Like TLC.
TLC.
That happens a lot.
It happens a lot. A lot. Are you changing that with your label?
We would do a partnership pretty much, Like I don't need all your money and I don't want it all because I don't want you to be disgruntled and eventually you're going to leave. If you don't feel at home, you don't feel like it's fair. I shouldn't be eating good and you're not eating at all.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
It
Because
doesn't
I've been
make
on the
any
other
sense.
side.
You have. I think that's what makes you so different, because a lot of the times these people who are deciding these things in boardrooms, they see you as a product, like a like a shampoo or like a sweet, or you know what I mean? Like they don't know what it takes or how it is to be on the other side. They're just making decisions based on the numbers.
Yeah. And some of them do know what it's like to be on the other side, and
they still
shaft you. They still do it. That's just their character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about character too.
Yeah.
And having some integrity, and you know.
Yeah. That's so unfair, so unfair.
Yeah.
All right, now before we talk about why you are in Nairobi, my colleague Osoro says that he has some tweets he has to read because people are saying hello to you.
Oh yeah.
They are saying hello to you. Yes, Osoro, what are people saying to Anthony Hamilton?
Amina?
Let's try teach him some Sheng.
Amina?
Yeah.
Of course, I've got some feedback. Ooh.
Stop, Osoro.
Some R&B vibe, Amina?
No, that's not
you
the
get
one.
what I'm saying?
That's that new R&B.
Yeah.
Mbuyamono. Anthony, you'll have to do that. Mbuyamono. Can I hear some Mbuyamono?
Mbuyamono.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Unajua Wakisii ndio tumejaa huko, Amina. You get it?
Well, I get it.
Yeah, great. So the feedback you're having, Amina, pale kwenye mtandao.
Yeah.
Guys are like, oh my goodness, this guy is so humble. And of course, we have Kim Matundura, pale Facebook, saying, was with him in the same flight from New York. Very humble. I don't know if you are from New York.
Was it true?
Was
Were
it
you
true?
from a flight from New York? Was it?
Yeah.
Did
I
you?
had a show.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a show in New York.
Okay.
And, and we flew out of New York to get here.
Okay, fine. So
So
you're
it's
not...
true, Amina?
Yeah, it's
verified.
true. It's true.
Did you act humble?
How does he know? He was just
Were you
being
humble?
himself.
We are.
Was I humble on the flight?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was asleep. Pretty.
He was asleep. He wasn't even awake.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna be nice. Most times I'm gonna be nice.
Amina utani translatea zingine. Mbuyamono zinapita. We have at Martin at D Mwangi saying, please ask him to speak on the inspiration behind the song Pass Me Over. It's one of my biggest songs of all time. Samina, back to you. Pass Me Over, the inspiration behind.
All right, okay.
Well, that song, my best friend, who was passing away of sickle cell anemia, and when I went in to write, I could only speak for him, and it was like, you know, don't worry about me, I'm gonna be cool, because they didn't give him 15 years to live, and he ended up living 34 years. So, you know, it was a blessing, and he has 2 daughters, so that was his song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very moving and very touching, especially because cancer affects millions of people across the globe, so they can 1000% understand where that, you know, the song is coming from. I have to talk to you about the Taste Foundation. Is that, do I say Taste Foundation? Is it TASTE Foundation?
Yeah, Taste.
Yeah?
Take a step to elevate.
Tell me about Taste.
It's an organization and a charity and all that stuff for people who need a helping hand to be picked up and placed to the next level of their lives, and given the opportunity and the tools to be better. We give food, clothing. If it's mental stuff, people deal with a lot of mental illness, and you know, just whatever it is to make you better. That's what the Taste Foundation is. Oh
wow, I like that. That is so cool. Mental health is a conversation we're now having openly, which is, we've come such a long way.
There's a lot of young people committing suicide. And
a lot of young men, especially. Because they don't share and they don't talk about their problems. I think it's because we're also taught to just, like, you know, social media shows us to be perfect. Everyone's life is so great other than yours.
Man, look, yeah, people, you can't look at social media and to get the truth of anybody's. People they're gonna post the good stuff. Yeah. And some of that stuff, you know, it's filtered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, just know that everybody, no matter who they are, they've been through something.
They've been through a lot.
Yeah.
They're just not showing that side of them.
No.
Yeah, they're just showing the highlight reels of their lives.
Highlight reels.
Yeah, it's just the highlight reels. Yes. Yeah. Now, you've got a huge concert for tomorrow. There's Otile Brown. Have you heard of Otile Brown's music?
Yes,
Have you
I've heard
interacted with them? There's Otile Brown at Motown.
Not yet.
Yeah?
No, not yet.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing
I'm going to slap fives and shake hands tomorrow and
And hug everybody.
Oh yeah, and listen to some music.
Yes, and vibe and have a great time.
Glass of wine. And
yes, and turn up and turn up and turn up. So this is the Stanbic Yetu Festival. What can people look forward to, Anthony?
A host of great musicians and people who love music like me. For me to come out and give you 800% of who I am musically.
Yeah.
Tell the stories. Bring Charlene to life.
Yeah.
You know, make sure everybody's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like a Kenyan designer. Is it a Kenyan designer?
Absolutely.
It is?
Absolutely.
Who is this?
I don't know. You might want to look in here.
Yeah, let me see.
I just fell in love with it, and I'm just like, I need to have that.
I can check. Let me see.
Check it out.
Oh, can I find it? Yes, but I'm vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Oh man, the name is all the way down there. Let me see.
Get it.
Gosh, is this okay? Are we allowed to do this to our guests?
We're doing it.
Nef Patra.
Yeah.
Nef Patra. Okay, fine. Nef Patra. I'm so sorry. I'm just mishandling our guest here on the show. My apologies.
I won't press charges.
Don't please.
No,
yeah. You forgive me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. You understand. It was because of work. It was in the line of duty.
And I placed it down there so you could have to work a little harder.
And find it. So Nef Patra, make sure that if you want that jacket, make sure you holla, okay? Because it's pretty cool. Now, before we say goodbye, Anthony Hamilton, I understand that you're single and you're ready to mingle here in Kenya. Is that true?
Yeah, if you can cook good.
Yeah, if you cook
and you
good.
keep a clean house. And you're not crazy.
And you're not crazy.
Yeah,
we don't have none of that.
Just don't be crazy and all the other stuff.
Yeah, you could just be a little crazy.
A little bit. A little bit,
it's okay. Because you need the spice, you know?
A little spice, yeah. I don't want you to be too boring.
Yeah, just be a bit
balanced.
Unpredictable. Yeah.
Be balanced.
Keep it entertaining, you know? So you could cook, you keep a clean house, and you just have the right amount of crazy.
Yeah.
You could be getting yourself a green card. I'm kidding. But Anthony Hamilton is going to be saying hello to you. So ladies, come out tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful event. If you love just good music, good vibes, and a great time, this is going to be the last concert before the elections, okay? Absolutely. I need you to know that this is going to be the last one. If you want to go out and have a great time, tomorrow is the day. Make sure that you go through for the Stanbic Yetu Festival, headlined, of course, by the Grammy award-winning musician, Anthony Hamilton. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anything you want to say to your fans before I go on a break?
I love you guys.
Nawapenda sana.
And
nawapenda means I love you guys. Nawapenda. Nawapenda.
Nawapenda.
Nawabariki. I bless you.
And I bless you.
I can't wait to see you siwezi ngoja kuwaona manze.
Come out to see Musal. Musal will hit the stage tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna love on you people. And say hello.
Say hello. Say hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're about to take a break. When we get back, the cast of Click Click Bang will be right here with me. Don't go anywhere. You are watching The Trend. Thank you so much.